Welcome again to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for all your comments, all your thank yous. I appreciate that you appreciate me. Thank you so much for, stopping by to listen to what I have to tell you and for trusting me enough to get you good information on pre-reg and basically moving into the UK as a pre-reg. Yeah. So thank you so much for everything. Okay, I appreciate you guys. As usual, I'd like to know how you all are doing. I hope you all are fine and I hope the process is going on well. Well, you do know that if you have any concerns or questions or anything you need to know about concerning the pre-registration process, trust me, I will do my best to get you as much information as I can assess. Okay, thank you so much again. Now today I want to talk about something that I saw in the comment section. It was more like a suggestion. So just to let you know that I go through the comments, of course, you know that I reply to you all and I try to see if you've got like anything you want me to do or any suggestions that you would want me to like make videos on. And I did see something and I felt, oh yeah, this, I think if I wasn't here, I would probably want to know about that as well. Okay, now I saw something on, so someone said I should make a video concerning the working hours, the salary structure, and what can influence the location to choose for optometrists that are coming in with their families. Okay, we're going to take it one step at a time, all right? First of all, with the working hours. Okay, so as a pre-reg, basically before you can come in to do your pre-registration here, you would have a contract with your eye clinic, with whichever eye clinic that accepts you to come over. For instance, if it's Specsavers, you will certainly get a contract, okay, that you would have to sign and they would also have to sign as well. And in the contract, you're going to see how much you're going to be paid as a pre-reg, how long you're going to work with them, maybe after your license has been received, or just how long you have to stay with them. And you're going to see how long you're going to work, your working hours. So it does differ. I am not quite sure about how others work, but I'm just going to use myself as an example because I work with Specsavers and my working hours is basically just 40 hours a week. So I work 30 hours a week, and which is about 8 hours a day plus the 1 hour lunch time we usually get, so that makes it 9 hours, but of course it's 8 hours a day. And working 8 hours a day, mine starts at 9:30 to about 6 o'clock. So now that's the thing, because it's 8 hours, here we just start from like 9:30 to about 6 o'clock. So I don't know, maybe it could differ for others. Maybe it could just be like 8 to 5 for other people, or I don't quite know. So but now that's what I'm trying to say, that you would get a contract, and in the contract you would be told how long you would work or how many hours you were expected to work. Okay, so basically I think that's all. We usually have like the morning shift and the night shift, and I don't think that really would concern you if you have a certain timing that you were meant to work. Okay, now the second one is the salary structure. Now about the salary structure, it's like I think people have asked me that quite a number of times, and I tried to respond. I said it's just between about the £18,000 a year to about say £35 £35,000 a year. Usually this is graded annually. Like for instance, if you see any job offer, it would tell you, okay, what we're looking to pay you is about maybe £23,000 a year or £35,000 a year. I'm just saying, this is just a random thing I'm saying. But but usually that's the way it is, calculated. Then, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be paid every year, like once a year. No, it means that so sometimes that way you just like get to calculate, okay, what you're going to be paid in a month, if that makes sense. So I am paid monthly. I do think that that's the general way it is in terms of pre-reg or Specsavers or just the job in general. I'm paid monthly, and that's most likely what the case is going to be for you. Is most likely going to be monthly payment than daily payment, which I personally do prefer. I prefer just at the end of the month, let me know I'm receiving the whole salary, a whole salary, than being paid on a daily basis. And however, I do think that also people who get to also be paid on daily basis are locums as well. I will get to that later. Okay, so basically yeah, that's just the way it works. So from your annual salary, you just like divide it by 12 and you can get what you are being paid in a month. As a pre-reg, I think one of the things that people really get to feel they're not really they don't quite know about is how much or how much or how well the salary will sustain them. To be honest, to be really honest with you, I don't think you have anything to worry about. I can understand, because I was thinking like that before I came to Nigeria, before I came to the UK, I'm sorry. And what happened was, I think the way we get to see it is, how in Nigeria you have like 5,000 naira and 2,000 naira or 1,000 naira, and it's not even enough to do anything. And then we're just trying to compare it with £1,000 or £600, and we're like, is that going to be enough? Is £600 something? But I bet you it's totally different from Nigeria. If you come in here, you are going to see how different it is, because you could have like £100 in your account and you literally feel, okay, I can get this, I can get that with this, literally like £100 is, it's also something like it's okay. Like you can use £100 to like really get something now, because the money, the lowest currency you can have is about I think 10 pence, or like it really gets down to the coins. And even with the coins, like you can still be able to buy something. So you see that if you have like £100, like you have to like spend down to the coins. If that makes any sense. But I don't think you need to be worried about any of that. I'm going to say the salary you're going to be paid should be good enough to just like really get you a place, right? Just get you a place. Basically with the salary you can now know what kind of housing you need to get, or how much you would need to get, how much rent you can afford to pay. Now for coming in with your family. Okay, so now coming in with your family, first of all, it's generally, however you want to look at it, it's going to be a lot more expensive. It's just going to be a lot more expensive because you're going to literally be paying like double of everything, because you have people coming with you. You would not come with the family and stay in a shared apartment. You will not come in with your family and stay in one room, basically, because it's going to be a lot uncomfortable. So that's what I mean. Now with that, you should have more should allow yourself to be able to spend a little bit more because you need to be a lot more comfortable. So, about the location, I'm going to say that, look, don't stress it right now at the moment. My advice to you being here and seeing what it is here, I'm just going to say, don't stress it yet. There are two things to this now. The first one is, if you do have some place you already want to stay, maybe because you've got family there or you've got someone you want to stay with, then that's a totally different case. Then you know that once you've got like the recruiter, you can always tell them, okay, I want to get a place, I want to get a placement in a certain city. For instance, if you want to stay in London, or if you have got someone in London that you want to stay with, because that's going to make it a lot cheaper for you, because you have maybe a family or just someone, if I'm moving with this person, I wouldn't have to pay rent for some time at least, or I may have to stay with them much longer, or even they would give me like a spare room where I have to be in the house and maybe just pay them a little bit more money and a little money compared to what I would pay compared to what you would pay if you like get your own place. Then that's fine. That's a good consideration. So probably that in that situation, you're going to maybe tell your recruiter, oh, please, could you find me a place in London? I want to stay in London. Now you're being specific, and that's totally fine. Now, if you are in a situation where you don't know anyone, you don't have anywhere to stay, you know that if you have to move into the UK, you're going to have to like get your own place or try to get an accommodation where you would stay, then I'm going to tell you, don't stress about where exactly you want to be. If you've got like a recruiter and you just tell them and they ask you, of course they're going to ask you, do you have anywhere in mind you want to work? Most likely you wouldn't know, you wouldn't have. And if you are like me, because before I came into the UK, I didn't have anyone. So before moving into the UK, I didn't have anyone. I didn't know anyone, and I don't have any family member here. I don't have any relation. Like literally, I'm here all by myself. So it would literally be a case of it was a case of me not knowing anywhere at all in the UK except for London, which everyone knows. Everyone knows London. Everyone knows London is expensive. Everyone knows London is beautiful. Now, except for that, there's no other place I know about in London, in the UK. So in that case, what I did was I just went online on YouTube and I tried to research. I tried to like find out the good cities because I wanted to be in a good place. So that's just all I knew. I just knew I wanted to be in a good place, but it's not like I kind of knew anywhere that was that good place. So the thing here is I went online and I just tried to check because I didn't even know what the cities were called. So if someone asked me, where do you want to stay? If not London, I really don't know anywhere else. Like I probably have heard of Manchester, but I don't know anywhere else, if that makes sense. So basically what I'm trying to say is, in that situation, just allow it. Just probably maybe go online, try to know what the cities are, the good cities are. Then the next thing you just do is tell the recruiter, okay, any good place any good place in the UK. I'm sorry, I don't know why these people are looking at me. so yeah, my room has a very transparent window. I don't even just know. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So basically you just tell the recruiter anywhere nice, anywhere good, any of the good cities that they have like available placement, and and it would just like literally happen. They would just tell you, okay, maybe there's a vacancy here, a certain place, maybe in Leeds or in Bristol or in Manchester or anywhere, and then you just like go ahead with it, right? Basically, for me, it has always been God. It has literally always been God. So usually what I do is just like, what I did, I just prayed about it because, of course, I was like, God, I don't know anywhere here. I don't even know. I've not been to the UK before. I don't know anyone in the UK, and I don't know where is best. So I'm just going to leave it to you. Just direct me to wherever you want me to go. And that was the prayer. And then the next thing I did was just like went online, tried to find the nice places and the good places to be in, nice cities, basically good, the names of the cities, right? Then I told the recruiter, I was like, anywhere in Bristol, Manchester, Leeds, Birmingham, I don't know how to pronounce that. Like I just mentioned Brighton, like I just literally mentioned the cities. So I was like, if you've got any placement in any of these places, I am willing to take it. And all of a sudden the lady was like, oh yeah, I know someone in Bristol, I will link you up with a recruiter in Bristol, and that's it. So that was just literally like, it was a mention of different cities, and Bristol was picked, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll go with it. And now I'm here, right? The most important thing is get to the UK first. Okay, when you come in here, now I'm able to see that there are options. Okay, just an option of being a locum, which is very active in this place and pays you well. So now you see that if I come in now, being in this place, I have an option to say, you know what, I don't know what, I'm just gonna get my pre-reg here in Bristol, and I don't want to live here anymore. I want to live in Leeds, or I want to stay in Manchester, or now I want to move to London. Now I've got the option, and I'm like, okay, because I kind of know what it is like right now. I know, okay, yeah, I kind of like have an understanding of how UK works now, if that makes any sense. So if you stay in Nigeria and you're saying, oh, I want to really get this certain place, I want to live here, it may just not work like that. Like it may just not work like that, if that makes any sense. So it's a lot easier for you to just leave your options. Don't worry about where it is or how it is, or look, I'm going to tell you that everywhere in the UK is good. Everywhere in the UK is good. As long as you're good with the pay, as long as you are good with what kind of store it is, if it's a big store or it's a small store, in terms of maybe the testing rooms, if you've got like, because they will tell you all of that. They'll tell you if it's just a small clinic or it's a big clinic, right? So when you get that information and you know, okay, yeah, this is good, I think I'm good with the clinic size or what it is like, then the pay is good, or I'm okay with the pay, I'm okay with the working time, I'm okay with the contract, the number of years I'm meant to spend with them, then that's fine. Like literally, it's okay. You don't have to stress it. Just come. When you move over and you get your pre-reg and you're done with your pre-reg, it's just 1 year. It's just literally 1 year. And if you do it for 1 year, now you can tell if you want to be locum or if you want to continue working as having that job as a full-time job or anything else. Now coming to locum is a thing. It's a big thing here. It's like something that people do. Like I would even say more, we've got like more locums than we've got people who have a permanent job, because locums are paid daily and the payment is quite high. It's like earning about £300 to £500 a day. So you see, and imagine earning about £300 to £500 a day, and you work like a week or you work like 5 days. You know what it is. So you see that's why a lot of people like to be locum, because they feel like, not just that they feel, it's actually, a good pay. But now the difference is, you would have if you've got like a full-time job, you've got job security, you can have the whole your job, start your whole retirement plan and everything. You've got if you work for a while with them and you want to apply for your indefinite leave to travel, indefinite leave to remain in the UK, that can happen with your job, because they can give you like the letter, or just more like evidence to show that you have got work and you're working and you've been there for a while. You're right. So now it allows you to be able to like go ahead to even apply for that indefinite leave to remain, and and also work towards getting your citizenship maybe. So now that's just it. Basically, like if you've got like you can take sick leave and you're still being paid, if that makes sense. I mean, there's just like of course there are going to be like differences between being a locum and having a full-time job. And certainly you do also have if you've got like 5 days a week, because every day is a working day in the UK. There's no day that is weekend, there's no day that is Sunday. Monday to Sunday the clinic runs, and what determines the days that you are on duty. For instance, we've got this app called Find My Shift. So in it, the company kind of assigns everyone to a certain day they're going to work, and the time and everything. So I could work in a week between Monday to Sunday. I could work, you're going to have 2 days off in a week, and the 2 days off could be Monday and Sunday, right, in a week. And 2 days off could also be Wednesday and Friday, if that makes sense. So basically it just keeps changing every day. Now if you decide, because you want to work so hard, or you want to work so much, you want to get more money, once you get your license, you can decide to have the 2 days off as the locum days, and you get to make more money as well. So it's just like literally up to you when you come in here. And now you can't make this decision if you're just in Nigeria and you're just trying to say, oh, this is where I have to work. Because if you decide to come in now, for instance, even if you come in here and you decided to move to Bristol, and you're wondering if Scotland is a good place or Northern Ireland, because I remember I used to always think of staying in Northern Ireland now, and you're wondering, oh, should I move there, should I not? And you don't have any placement offers in Scotland or Northern Ireland. Are you going to sit back and just wait? No, you wouldn't do that. You would move to England or anywhere that is available, and when you come in there, you stay there for 1 year, do your pre-reg, and if you get your license, and if you decide and say, you know what, I'm just going to try out Scotland and see if Scotland is a good place to be, you could do that as a locum. If your license, if your contract probably expires, or even if it's not expired, you've got like 2 days, you could do locum if you want to try that. Move to Scotland, do locum in Scotland, and see what it is there, and come back and try Northern Ireland if that's literally what you want to do. I mean, I'm just saying, because if you come in here, you've got no restrictions, so you can do all of that, change locations based on locum, and try out the environment first and see how that works for you. Because basically it's not, I mean, you can do whatever you want to do once you get your license. And as long as you once you get your license, literally that is the thing, that is literally the main thing. So coming to anywhere that you have that is available, once you come in and do your 1 year get your license, during the pre-reg, after the pre-reg, you can decide to do whatever you want to do. You can even decide, even if your contract is like 2 years and you don't want to stay there an extra 2 years, you can pay them off and just do your thing. Like literally, there's so many options. Okay, you don't have to just sit back and say, oh, I have to get Scotland, or I have to get Northern Ireland. because sometimes you may not find, you may get like more offers or placement offers in England, and of course you have to take it, right? So that is basically all. So yeah, that's just it. Like the point is don't stress it, okay? Don't stress it. If you're coming with your family, you already know you're going to spend a lot. So just allow your mind to spend. Allow yourself to have that open mind to be able to spend, to get yourself comfortable, okay? If you don't have anywhere to stay at first, you could book in with an Airbnb, okay? It's always really, super quick, and you just stay there for some time until you're able to get a place to stay. But the thing is, you just need to know that as long as you're going to come in with family, you're going to spend, okay? And you just need to know what works for you. If you decide, you could talk about it with your family and say, okay, you know what, I want to go in to the UK and stay for about 2 months and try to like secure a place and do this and do that, get the money, the money in pounds, and then be able to like move you guys over and things like that. I mean, fair enough, just anything you want to do. But the thing is, don't just like stick it out and say, I don't want to be in a certain place, or I want to be in a certain place. Or yeah, don't just completely rule out other things and say, I want to be in a certain place, or I want to be in Scotland, I want to be in Northern Ireland. Because sometimes you may not get it, or you may not even find. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, because it's a lot better to say, just allow it, whichever is available at the time, take it and come. It's more important to be here, because I mean, the future is brighter. It's so bright. Like, literally anyone you tell that, oh, you're an optometrist, like, they literally look at you and like, they look at you and you think they're seeing you, but they're all seeing money all around you, because because it's just so crazy. They look at you and they're like, man, you're going to make so much money here in the UK. Like, literally, it's like that. Trust me, optometry is good here, and is valued, and the pay is good. So yeah, I think that's basically all that I have to say today. If you've got any other suggestions for me, more things you want to hear me talk about, then let me know, and I will find my way around it, and yeah, get as much information I can get on that, and I would let you know. All right, so thank you so much for staying with me up until this point. I really appreciate you guys. Again, thank you, and thank you again. It's the Christmas holiday here, and I'm just gonna say Merry Christmas in advance to you. Have a lovely holiday, and bye.